Oh, y'all. Uh-oh. Good morning. Man, Thursday, man. So I got to make a stop on the way to work this morning. It's right on the way. So I got a little deal with the storage facility down here. It's within walking distance of my house. And whenever they need lock cut off, they pay me to cut the lock off. So I got to go by there this morning, and I got the number that I got to go to, and y'all see, I'm gonna cut the lock off. I charge $40 for that. I mean, it'd take me less than 5 minutes. So, and it's not out of my way at all. I probably made in the last, probably in the last 2 years, I bet I cut 100 locks down there. $40 every pop. It ain't big money or nothing, but I mean, I'm a hustler, man. You know, what can I say, man? I'm a hustler. And I cut them all quick. That damn Milwaukee right there will get it, y'all. I said, get it. So today we got looks like about 10 on here, and they're all local. Tomorrow is the one we're going to be having to drive a little bit. It's okay. We've had a pretty good week, man, considering Monday was a holiday, but we still got everything done this week. So I talked to the HOA people, and they said that both those checks were sent out the same day. He didn't understand why I didn't put them in the same envelope, with me neither, and that makes me kind of weary. So the second check did not come yesterday, but I got one, so that's $1,000 that I got out of them. I need to get the other $1,000. So I have a few comments that kind of wanted to talk about today. Nothing really, bad or nothing. If it gets too bad, I'll just block you. I mean, that's what I'll do. Because, I do the videos, not for money. And I'll be damned if I'm going to do the videos and people be disrespectful. I don't mind a little bit of disrespect. Y'all know I'm not, I'm not no snowflake or nothing, but you're not gonna be able to bring my family and talk about my mama and and my wife and all that, and me not block you, because that's what I do. I'll block you, and then then you'll have to create a whole another YouTube account, a whole another Google account to come in the comments, and then I'll block you again. And that's kind of the nature of guys that do YouTube videos like me. Yeah. So you might be able to see your comment, but go to another account and try to see your comment. Can't nobody else see your comment. That's how you know you blocked. If you go on my channel on your account and you comment, yeah, you'll be able to see the comment. But no one else will. And the way you know that is to log in from another account and go on my YouTube, and your comment will not show up. You won't be able to see it. So you're the only one that can see your comment. So it's really not there. It's just there for you. Anyway, yeah. So today's not going to be a heavy day. Of course, ain't no day a heavy day for us, man, because, well, we're part-timers out here, man, and we are, we're balling out for what we do, for what we are, for what we have. People come in the comments and they're like, well, man, you ain't no big baller or nothing. you know, I never claimed to be a big baller on a big scale. But for what I have and for what I do and for what it costs me, we're balling out, you know. So yeah, I don't have $1 million business, and you know, I don't claim to. I'm not the biggest and the baddest, but based on what it costs me and based on our efficiency and all, we're pretty badass out here, you know, for what we are. Now we know that we're not nearly as badass as somebody with 6 employees, right? I mean, one guy was coming in the comments talking about he has employees or something, and he has I think he had 4 Skag mowers he was showing or something, and got like 10 employees. I'm like, damn, man, you got 4 mowers and you got to have 10 employees. Oh my God, dude. What a nightmare that would be. Just saying. So I got another job, right? I'm getting so much work that I'm having to, well, every year during the summer, what I do is I formulate a list all summer long about potential jobs after work. And the longer you're in business with the same customers, the more they trust you, then the more they know you, then the more money you can get out of them. You know, my customers for the lawn care, landscape stuff that I do outside, they're not going to call anybody else, right? And I know that. They're not going to let their mom and daddy call anybody else, and I know that. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is you don't have to, you know, I know I talk a lot of smack, I know that, but you don't have to have all the equipment that I got and you know, and to make a lot of money or to make good money. I have rather just invest in equipment and have it ready to go, so when I do have a breakout, I'll be ready. Plus, if I don't spend money on equipment, then the government's going to get my taxes, you know. So yeah. So y'all know the guy, I think his name's Paul or something, that comes in the comments, says he's, you know, some $1 million landscaper or some shit. Well, Paul, somebody done busted you out, dog. Two of your former employees done came in the comments, man. So yeah, you just got busted out, dog. They say that you had a hard time making payroll, that you ain't all that you say you are. And I'm gonna put the comment out here just so everybody can see, since you don't want to give any real true 100% insight into what you do and who your business is, and if you know, and all that, because, well, but you want to critique everybody else, right? But yeah, the dude was saying that he used to work for this guy, y'all, and I'll bust you out, Paul. I all the way, like you think you do me. So he said he worked for him and his cousin or something. Him and his cousin worked for this guy, and he said the guy did have a business. He don't know, you know, about now, but he said it wasn't nothing like the guy is saying. He said the guy's never going to show you equipment because he doesn't even have as much equipment as I got. That's what. Now I didn't solicit nobody to say that. They said that. I mean, here's the comment. And he said he knows this guy. He worked for him. And he said he wants to be a big shot, but he really, you know, ain't. He said he had a hard time making payroll. He said he had to wait on his check. All kinds of little things. I don't remember everything that it said, but I'm gonna put it up here in black and white for y'all, so y'all will know. And a big shout out to somebody, you know, stepping up and saying the truth, man. You know, the channel here is about the truth. Even if I look bad, it's the truth, right? That's what it is. I mean, I don't claim to be anything other than the truth. I just tell the truth, man. And, you know, sometimes it's not so popular, man. Or sometimes it's not what people want to hear. A lot of times it's not what people want to hear. But yeah, I just felt like it was ironic that that was the case. That, and I knew it. I knew it. And all you guys knew it too. Y'all knew that this guy was coming in the comments, you know, putting shade at Ray, throwing shade on me. And you guys called it just like I called it, you know. It's going to be hard. Well, it's hard to do this business anyway. Just, you know. So when I see guys, especially guys that say they're from my general area, I look at that and I'm like, okay, so he says he's paying his guys $25 an hour to weed eat. Nah, I didn't believe that. There's a lot of little things that the dude kept saying, and I'm not saying he was telling he was telling a lie. He was just fabricating. Okay, call it whatever we want to call that, stretching the truth, if you will. And his old employee, two of his old employees, and then come out and said that. See, if you keep it real, right, and you keep it 100, you don't have to worry about all that. I don't have to worry about all that. My channel's 100. You know, and I don't have bad business practices where I don't pay guys and things like that either. Never. The number one thing out here to me is to make sure that we get paid so I can pay the employee. Being a part-timer out here, well, that's the most important thing. I want to make sure that whoever's working for me, 1 or 2 or 5 or 10, I got to make sure that they get good money and they get paid well, because I got to be able to sleep at night. And if I owe guys money or anything like that, and I'm not being transparent, then I can't, you know, I don't know, man. I just can't sleep at night. So I think this guy, he done backpedaled some now, y'all. He's saying now that he sold his business to his brother. So that kind of washes his hands of it. So whatever it is, you know, it was, right? It's just, man, I don't know, man. I just think it's hilarious. Why do I always say how much money we made? Good googly goo. What the new neighbor. So he was saying, anyway, he was saying, you know, why do you always tell how much money you made? Nobody wants to hear that. That's what he was saying. Well, see, to me, that's what everybody wants to hear. To me. Now, I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments. You know, I just feel like, you know, that other channels, they never talk about how much money they make, or how much money they gross, or what they make and how much time and all that. And to me, that's what I want to know. I mean, that's the most important thing, you know, out here. Is how much money are you making versus what you get to keep. I mean, and that's another reason, other than the employee thing, that's another reason why I started doing the videos, is because people out here on YouTube, they don't tell you how much money they're making or not making. You know, I talk about the good days and I talk about the bad days. What I do is I basically get in the truck and turn the camera on, and that's what you get. There's not a formula, there's not a, you know, a method, there's not anything that I'm, you know, practicing before I turn the camera on. But if you guys don't want to hear how much money we're making out here, or how much money, how long it takes to do this, and how much money we make on that, and how much money we made in this amount of time or that amount of time, then y'all let me know in the comments, man. I don't know, man, and I you know, it doesn't matter to me. I just feel like that's something that's almost like taboo, you know, from the other people that do YouTube videos. Everybody wants to know how much money you're making out here, because my channel is directed at guys that are, you know, working for the man, that are, you know, thinking about getting off the damn fence, that are other part-timers out here that want to go full-time, that are thinking about getting into this game and all that. That's what they want to hear, man. That's what they want to know. I want to know that. I want to know how much money. If I see somebody on YouTube and they're doing, say they're doing a retainer wall, right? I like to watch how they're doing it, right? And you know, watch the process. But I also like to know, how long did it take you to do that? What equipment did you need to do that? And how much money did you make after you paid all that? See, do you charge by the foot? Do you charge by the hour? Do you charge by the day? You know, these are all things that I like to know. But hey Paul, I hated that you got busted out, man. That's what you get, man, for coming in the comments talking crap. I hate that, man. Now you see what I feel like. I'm gonna go over here and do this one in the neighborhood over here first. It's a tiny one. Y'all been over there 100 times. I got the accelerated bagger with me today. That always helps on this particular one. You know, if it's real tall. We got quite a few to do. About 10. I don't know if y'all want to know how much money or not. I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you. Around 800. And that's if I don't do no spraying. Now, a bigger business, right, would make, you know, say 1,200. Okay? But they may have to spend 400 on expenses that I don't have to spend. See what I'm saying? So, are they more profitable than me? That's what I always ask myself. Are they more profitable because they made 1,500, but it's costing them, you know, 600 to go? See, I can make 800, and it costs me 250 to go, right? I'm just using that as an example. But that's kind of what I'm talking about when I talk about my numbers. Our numbers out here are competitive to scale on what a bigger company is. I'm not saying it's more. I'm saying that at the end of the day, based on what it's costing me, it is probably more. Because our bottom line numbers are freaking, damn, man, I can't go out the road right there. Oh my God. So I never, you know, meant to say that, you know, that I'm gonna run somebody out of business. That's not what somebody was saying, something about, when you're only making $800 a day or $1,000 a day, I'm not worried about you. That's not what I was saying. What I was saying was, to scale, that's what you know, I don't have all this overhead. So I don't have to make as much money to keep money. I don't have to make as much money to keep the profit. My profits can be really, really good. Really, really good. And for what it cost me. I mean, dude, you gotta look at that, man. I mean, I don't see how you can. I make $20,000 a day, Ray, but it's costing you 19. I mean, you know, I get it. But when I'm talking about that kind of thing, I'm talking about the money that we actually get to keep. The money that is actually going in the bank. That's what I'm talking about. That's all, and that's all. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what really matters to me. I think. I mean, I don't know. Some of the people don't want to know how much money there is out here. That's foreign to me. I always want to know what things cost, because that gives me information. I always want to know that. I don't care if I see somebody putting a roof on a house. I say, how much that cost, man? Or if I see somebody buying a damn Mini X, how much that cost, man? Or if I see somebody buying a truck, how much that cost, man? I want to know what things cost, because that is information. And if you don't give the numbers, then, I mean, I don't know, man. Then the reasoning that you're doing things gets all twisted, you know. The reason I'm out here, y'all, is to make money, to provide for my family. That's why I'm out here. If I never tell you the numbers on what equipment costs, what it costs me to get the equipment, what the finance charges are or not, or what it actually costs versus what I'm making, if I don't ever tell you you guys those numbers, then it's almost like I'm blind leading the blind. I mean, that's just freaking, I don't know, dude. That's just foreign to me, man. I'm probably not ever going to not tell the numbers. So if somebody don't want to hear the numbers and they're offended by that, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, it seems like it shouldn't be that big of a deal to me. It's really not that big of a deal. All right, y'all, so speaking of what things cost, and I like to know. So y'all see this wall right here? This wall was $30,000, y'all. Yeah, to rip out the old wall, which was big railroad ties, and to put in this wall. And you can see they got the fabric behind there. They did it right. They got a lot of drainage in here too. But I see that when my friends, my customer, told me they were building this wall, you know, they said it's going to be expensive. I said, well, how much? And she said $30,000 is what it costs at the end. And I think they threw in a couple pallets of sod down here at the bottom, just from where they tore the ground all up. But y'all see, it's a nice wall. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, you know. But see, for $30,000, that's what you get where I'm at. Now, I don't know, but see, to me, that's important information. So if somebody comes to me and says, hey, what do you think it'll cost to build a wall like that, Ray? And I can refer back in my brain, I can say, well, damn, that wall right there was $30,000. You know, if you get one twice as big, it's going to be 50 or 60. If you get one twice as small, it's going to be 20. I mean, I'm just, you know, just information, man. That's all. The numbers are just for information, man. Information. All right, y'all. That's a wrap on today, man. We did pretty good today. About like yesterday. Got me a roast beef Sammy, and yeah, been a pretty good week, pretty long week. Even though we had a holiday, we did a lot of work this week. We did both the HOAs this week, and we usually don't, you know, do both of them the same week. But you know, that's where we're at, man. We're doing good. We really are. And only, you know, I say that because the only thing I'm comparing it to is last year. I was looking at the numbers last year, you know, what we're making and what it's costing me to earn that. And we're making more and I'm spending less, if that makes any sense. My expenses are not as high. So, and tomorrow will be about the same as today, except it'll take us longer. Tomorrow we're, you know, there's a lot of driving, and I got to go look at another property too tomorrow while we're down there. So we might be picking up another property. You know, as long as it makes sense as far as location-wise. Because if it ain't in the right spot, then I don't even want to do it, man. I'll be honest. It's got to be in the right location where we're at already. I'm not really trying to, you know, create a whole nother route or nothing this time of year, because I know it's only going to be a few cuts and then it's going to be over. So we get to the end of next week, then we will be on the downside. People will start, the yards will start tapering out. They'll start. All right, y'all know what it is. It's Sammy Time Thursday. See ya.